Okay, welcome back to the channel, Hobby1 Kenobi. We're continuing work on the Gama Goat from TAMIYA, the M561. And I wanted to take a moment here and talk about how I scratch built the seats for the vehicle. As you can see here, the seats have not yet been installed, and I'm just kind of taking a look at the vehicle, taking stock of what it is that I would really like to add details for. At this point, you will see some pin marks at the bottom where the feet go. At that area, I did actually decide to go ahead and fill in those pin marks, but let's get over to the seats now. So here on the left side, you can see the seat provided by TAMIYA. Now this one, I went ahead and added some globs of like TAMIYA Putty or Mr. Surfacer, trying to get some sort of different shape in the cushion. As is typical with these models, they're going to mold the cushions one way and then simply mold the second seat in the exact same fashion. And it just wasn't looking right. And on top of that, the seats themselves actually didn't have the right look. The cushions should be completely free from the seat, which is essentially like a little bucket seat. And they should be, you could take them off, you can add them, you can add more, but basically they should not be molded onto the seat as they look like here. So the right side of the picture, I've got two pieces of plastic, and I'm just starting to bend them and get them to about the same height as the original seats in the kit. Now here in the next picture, you can see I've started to fashion a side of the seat, and I've got the angle down pretty good on the seat. So I set these two pieces together at a 90-degree angle and then added some extra thin cement. I didn't worry about trimming the pieces perfectly. Once they're glued and the glue has set, then I can spend time trimming. I wanted to save that work for after everything was glued and set. And in this next photo, now you can see the other side has also been added, has been glued. And again, I'm not trying to get them to be the same shape because I'm going to fashion that shape with sanding sticks or an X-Acto blade, or find some way to sort of work that plastic down so it molds and shapes around the seat itself. So in this next photo, you can again see the original TAMIYA seat on the right and my two new bucket seats on the left. Now they have not been trimmed precisely. They're not very clean right now, but again, they're starting to take shape. I'm getting a real good sense of how much more material needs to come down. Do they look the same, to be the same shape, the same size? And that was really important too. I wasn't sure if I was going to have to build a third or fourth seat and then find the two that matched, but I actually, as you can see in this photo, these two actually worked out pretty darn well. For the sides of the seat, I did have to work down to create this sort of V angle, and I did that with sanding sticks and just carving away very gently with an X-Acto knife. And as you can see, the shape is starting to look exactly like it does in the real vehicle. And the corners have been rounded, as you can see in this photo, and the seats are starting to look again as they should in the real vehicle. Everything's been rounded off, and there's this little lip at the bottom of the seat where the bottom of the thigh goes, and that's all correct. Every bit of this has been, I've really sort of looked at my references, found some sellers who were selling the original seats on eBay, and they had some wonderful photos that I was able to look at and sort of gauge if I was doing this correctly. And I'm really pleased with how these turned out, and I hope you've enjoyed this video and it helped you a little bit on how to sort of tackle scratch building. And if you enjoyed it, please hit subscribe, please hit like, please hit that bell so you get future notifications for future videos. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.